Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do you want?
You're Ted's best friend in the office. What are you going to miss most about Ted?
Friend. Let's be very clear about that.
What did you say?
A friend. Let's be very clear about that. I might be his best friend, but he's not my best friend. Let's be very clear. I will miss going to Costco to eat Sam's and getting a hot dog for lunch.
So just the hot dog.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day.
Good tiger. Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
I'm gonna start crying and laughing so hard.
I did not do that.
Now, here's Jason.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the show. Audience, how are you doing today? Okay. It's a little worried there. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. You just saw there. We're counting down. We have 3 more shows with producer Ted, who's been with us for 6 years? 6 months, 6 years. Anyway, he's been with us for a while. He has 3 more shows and he's out of here. And here's the deal. We don't have a replacement for him yet. The job is still open. Go ahead and apply. But I thought as I was back there, here's what we're going to do instead. This audience looks fun. So what we're going to do, we're playing a game a little bit later. And whoever wins the game gets a new job. That's right. They're going to be the new producer. You get a job in television. That's your prize. Because we did actually, I was back there, and our audience coordinator, Aaron Schwab, is off today and tomorrow. So executive producer Jeff is doing the audience warm-up. And he did have, this is a true story, a woman asked him, she said, "I've driven a long way to be at the show." She's laughing because she knows who she is. She goes, "Look, I drove a long way to come to this damn thing. What do I get? Like, do I get something signed? Do I get?" She's gonna get a new job. That's what she's gonna get. That's right. Starting tomorrow, that woman could be the new producer of the show, which starts right now. Roll it, Leo. Here we go, everybody. That's right. Yeah, I know. We have good benefits here at Fox. We do. Anyway, audience, give it up for my sidekick sister. Say hello to Kendall, everybody.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm great. We do. Great maternity leave, great health care, 401k.
Well, we do. We've always had great benefits here, and you're going to get to work with fun people. How you doing?
We're entertaining.
That's right.
Look at us.
You look lovely.
Hands. Why, thank you.
Yeah.
We're not matching.
No, reds and burgundies.
We're
but
clashing.
We're clashing. It's all right.
Ron Burgundy.
We don't ever clash personally, so that's fine.
That's good.
Yeah. The audience doesn't believe that, but that's fine. No, we don't, audience. Yeah. Anyway, why don't you tell the folks what you signed us up for that people will be seeing in a few minutes on the show?
You're all going to be enjoying watching these adult men take a baby class.
That's right. Yeah. Here's what happened. Oh, we have. Oh, this is a 3-parter.
3 parts?
This is a trilogy.
Like Lord of the Rings.
It's seriously. No, what? So Kendall signed us up for. It's called parenting class.
Yes, Parenting 101 with Amma Parenting.
Amma Parenting.
Yeah.
And they sat us down, and you'll see who was in there. It's me, executive producer Jeff, short timer Ted, intern Mason, and intern Abigail. And all I will say is, one person of that group, the instructor said at the conclusion of the class, she would never let us babysit her children. One of us looked at us. Thank you for laughing at that. Do you have a guess of who it is?
I mean, I have a strong feeling about who it is.
Yeah.
You.
You think it's...
Yes, I think it's you.
No.
I saw you babysit a chicken. You could hardly do that.
No, okay, no. Now let me ask you a question. Now, and no pressure, but our friendship depends on it.
Oh, good.
If it is me, let's say I completely flunked that class.
Which you will, okay.
Will you ever let me babysit Kendall Jr.?
Okay, you're never gonna volunteer for that position, A. So this is all so hypothetical, it's not even funny.
You are absolutely right.
Like,
Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, everybody. Here we go. No, look, if you go through your entire list of people that'll babysit and they can't,
call Colin?
call Colin.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Got it.
Big news for the 22nd season of American Idol. Yeah, you heard me right. First of all, let's take that in. 22 seasons. The judges and the host will be returning. Katy Perry, Lionel Richie, Luke Bryan, and Ryan Seacrest will all be back for ABC's. Now, this is the 7th season on ABC, because remember, Idol was on Fox for years. Anyway, here's the deal. This is why we're talking about this. Because there are rumors that Katy wanted to leave after repeatedly getting a bad edit from producers. I hate when people blame editing, but anyway, somehow the show convinced her to come back. The new season's going to return in the spring on ABC. ABC's going to need it because there are no new shows. There's no new scripted shows, so they're going to need 5 nights of American Idol. Look, Katy got ripped. We talked about it here when she made a joke about that. There was a contestant who was a mother. She made a joke that folks considered to be not appropriate or rude. The mother spoke out on TikTok. She got bad press.
Right.
But you know what? When you're this is how I feel. That show's, it's not quite the same thing, but that show's taped. But when you go on a show like this, or you go on a show on American Idol where you give your opinion, not everybody is going to like your opinion. You should see my inbox. I'm just saying, yeah. Just FYI.
Not for the weary.
You got it. Not for the weak. But you got to kind of roll with it, and it's hard. And she got a lot of bad press after that.
And she said, I feel like I've been made out to be the Simon, and I'm not. I'm not necessarily the mean judge, and it's just because there's not one of them, you're making me into it. And that was kind of her point.
And I'll say, I've said it maybe 8 times. And it's not just a future excuse for me on the show, but
maybe.
But sometimes when you're doing this, I call it, you do it without a net. You do, this is live. We had another woman ask when this airs, right now. It's live, you know. This airs, the show's live right now. When you do that, you work without a net, and sometimes in an effort to try to be funny or to try to be entertaining, something may come out of your mouth that, oh, you go, oop, 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 can I bring that back? And you can't. That happens. You got to give people a little grace. And we're in an era right now where nobody wants to give anybody a lot of grace.
No.
People make mistakes. And I don't think Katy's comment that time was a referendum on her character or kindness. No. I think Katy's a good person. She just made a bad joke, which happens.
Right.
I've made them on here many times.
Sometimes you just say something to fill the silence too, and you're like, okay, maybe I should just kept it silent.
Exactly. It does. It happens. The thing to do is apologize and move on, like we're going to do right now. Next in the dish. Oh. If you don't like scary movies, just go get coffee for a second, because...
Okay.
No, not you. You have a job to do.
Okay.
I'm so excited for this. The trailer for the Exorcist sequel called The Exorcist Believer is out. This is obviously 50 years after the original, and Ellen Burstyn is reprising her role as Chris McNeil. Look at this.
What were you and Catherine doing out there in those woods?
You were just walking and walking. That's all I remember.
Angela, can you tell your dad how long you were gone?
A few hours.
Baby, you've been gone 3 days.
What'd you say?
I didn't say nothing.
Thought I heard you say something.
You have some experience with possession.
Yes, more than I'd like.
But I believe you can help get our girls back.
Exorcism is a ritual. Every culture, every religion, they all use different methods. It's going to take all of them.
Don't be scared,
We've met before.
Mother.
Right? 3/4 of the studio audience are clapping. That's it. The film stars Leslie Odom Jr. and Jennifer Nettles and Ellen Burstyn. Ellen has refused to do, there was Exorcist 2, Exorcist 3. Exorcist 2 is horrible. Exorcist 3 is underrated. Anyway, Ellen has wanted nothing to do with this franchise after the original. The fact that she's back, I think I read that she looked at the script and said, this is actually a really good script. Universal and Blumhouse, who did like the Halloween remakes, they own this. And I think it looks really good. I love these movies. Exorcist to me is still one of the best movies of the 70s. And for you youngins out there, you have no idea. That movie transformed the movie business. People waited around the block. People fainted and vomited. No, I'm not joking. No, this is not a joke. No. You Google, you look at premiere day videos of The Exorcist. I believe it was 74. It doesn't matter. People vomited and fainted. Men were fainting seeing the original Exorcist. It was a revelatory movie for Hollywood.
And you love this movie.
I do. I still think it holds up. I do. Yeah. It's so good.
I'm gonna have to just take your word for it.
No, if I'm looking correct, if I'm doing the math correctly, you'll be on maternity leave during this, so you can go with me. You can go with me to the screening.
I'll just have you babysit my baby, and then I'll go. We'll both be in heaven.
Babysitting is scarier than The Exorcist to me, I'm just saying. Yeah. It hits theaters in October. Okay, go get some more coffee. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. I'm telling you, we've had great studio audiences this week. Come see us yourself. Go to eventbrite.com and search for The Jason Show. Pick a day that you can come. Sign up. It's free. You're in by 9:30 Central, and you're out by like 11:15, 11:30.
Ish.
We have fun, don't we? We do. Welcome back. Comedian Jim Gaffigan was on with Andy Cohen last night because Andy's the only new late night show around, and then the other, I think that is about the only one.
That's it.
That's it. And he talked about his comedy. It's our late night rewind. Check it out.
Where do you land on That's What She Said?
It falls into a dad joke thing where it's so bad, if it annoys the person you're saying it to, then it's worth it.
True.
Right?
When it comes to observational humor, do you think there ever comes a point where people don't want to hear someone make fun of their kids anymore?
No, I think if you're complaining about your kids, it means you're present.
Right.
You're
present.
If you're not complaining like this guy, then you're like busy as a Broadway star.
Sorry.
Dressing like Mr. Furley, shooting pornos after the matinee.
You got that straight, baby.
Do you have a way to tell if someone gets up for a set and you can tell at the very beginning, oh, this is going to be horrible?
Oh, yeah. No, there's testing jokes. Like, I used to have a joke where I would say, I'm Korean. And I'm from Indiana, and I remember I was in Indianapolis, and I said, I'm Korean. And people were like, no, you're not.
Right.
And I was like, all right, then they're not going to understand.
Right, yeah. This isn't going to go, yeah.
No, not at all. He's for my Chicagoland friends, he's from Valparaiso, Indiana, Northwest Indiana. It's basically next door to my hometown of Michigan City, Indiana.
Not Korea.
Not Korea. No,
Got
he's
it.
not. No, he talked about knowing right away, doing a set and coming out, and you can immediately size up an audience.
Yeah.
Like today, thank God these people are fantastic. But I'm just telling you. But no joke, people ask me sometimes, do you get nervous? I don't get nervous. The only time I get a little nervous is when the audience is a little quiet. You know what I mean? When I'm back there and they're prepping and they're being overly polite. It's like, no, however loud you are at home, be 3 times that loud here. And then it's good, yeah. The trailer for the second season of a show I love is out last year is out. It's the show that follows a friendship turned romance between 2 young folks. Take a look.
Nick. Hi.
I have a boyfriend!
Yes, we're all fully aware.
Come on.
lot to tell people. It's hard to find the right time.
Your friend group is so nice. How did you get to know everyone?
Well, I want you to come out when and how you want to.
The new season, it's Heartstopper. It debuts on Netflix next week, and I got to tell you, it's based on a comic, and the comic itself was like a worldwide hit. Then the first season came out, that was a worldwide hit. You know, if you've been with us for a while, you guys know I'm gay. Hello, and I love this because growing up in Indiana. Growing up anywhere, really. I was a teenager in the late 80s, early 90s. It was really hard. It was really difficult. In my high school, of my graduating class of 400, whatever, I was basically the only person that was an assumed gay person. Mm-hmm. And people, I wasn't even out then. I mean, I had girlfriends and the whole thing. I did the whole acting. I had nothing like this to give me a signal that I wasn't horrible. I had nothing like this that told me that I was going to be okay. So I just think of the young people now that have this as kind of a lighthouse to be like, you know, in their darkest days, okay, I might be okay. Mm-hmm. So that's why I enjoy this, and I like it. And it's a well done show too. Right. Did you watch season 1?
I didn't. I watched little bits of it, but it was always like in between doing something else too, because I knew you loved it so much, and it was so. It brings anyone back to those feelings of like when he looks up and he's like, "I'm a boyfriend."
Yeah, thank you for saying that, because you don't have to be a gay person. What folks liked about it, even my age and my generation, it's a universal story. We've all had that date. You all remember puppy love and teen love when you go on that date and you like. I remember my girlfriend Sheila. We went to go, or my girlfriend Bernice actually, we went to go see I'm Gonna Get You. I know I had a lot of girlfriends. I'm telling you. I know that. I did. I know that shocks people, but I had a lot of girlfriends. I went to prom 3 times, people. 3 times. That's right.
With older women.
Leo, take 5. Chick magnet right here. That's right. But I remember Bernice and I went, Bernice Corley, hi sweetheart, I love Bernice. Bernice was a girlfriend of mine, and we went to go see the Wayans' I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. And I love that movie so much. So, how much for 1 rib? Anyway, if you've seen the movie, you get that joke. Anyway, and we're sitting at the Dunes Plaza Cinema, and our hands are like this, and she touched like one of my hands, and I was like, oh, she likes me. Yeah. So little did she know, gay as a Love Boat reunion, you know? Anyway. Let's move on. Next in the dish, Matt Damon has revealed who is his worst on-camera kiss. And it's probably going to surprise you, his answer. He chatted with Emily Blunt on the, what is it, the LA,
Lad Bible?
Lad Bible YouTube channel?
It says Bible. He's like, what are we talking
about?
about?
On the Bible YouTube channel? Lad Bible YouTube, look at this.
It's for me, it's less the co-star that you're kissing, who you're probably going to be friends with anyway, and I could forgive some halitosis. I had to kiss Scarlett Johansson.
I mean, come on.
Can you imagine how horrible that was for me?
Can you imagine how awful that was?
But we did.
It's such a shame. She has
really
such
funny.
terrible lips and everything. It must have been so awful.
It was hell. Okay, first of all.
She was mean, and then.
No, what happened was we did a shot before lunch, and it was like this nice little 2-shot that ended in the kiss. Mm-hmm. And it was really good. And we went to lunch, and she and I both thought it was over.
And she had some garlic
She ate like an onion sandwich for
Good
lunch.
For her,
and she came in, and Cameron Crowe had set the camera up, and it was like a tight shot of the kiss. And she goes, oh, she goes, I literally I had like an onion sandwich.
Oh, that's disgusting. Julia Roberts talked about that. She was on her final visit to Oprah. Mm-hmm. She gave a little fun fact. Julia Roberts always has chewing gum in her mouth. When she's making a movie, she is constantly chewing gum because she said she never wants a co-star to say, you smell like onion sandwich, you know?
Yeah.
And she can hide it, because I think Oprah goes, how do you hide? Because Oprah hates chewing gum. Julia goes, I have my tricks, but she's always chewing gum.
Huh. Yeah. I know she doesn't kiss people. She's not kissing people. She's interviewing. But I know Erin Andrews has said she always has those Listerine packs. And right before an interview, she throws one of those little strips in her mouth because you can't tell it's in there. And she's just like, I just smell nice. Then I don't have to worry about it.
She has the strips?
Uh-huh.
Hold on a minute.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jason Show.
The whole bottle, right here. Right there. There we go. There we go. The Jason Show, sponsored by Listerine. There we go.
I have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Where does that go? There's no sink.
There's a garbage can back there. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
We're a low-budget show. I mean, you know what I mean? I want a new set before a sink. Let's get that. ScarJo and Matt Seed, by the way, if you're wondering what movie they were in together, it was the movie We Bought a Zoo, which didn't do well. I actually liked it. Next on the dish, we have a Jason Show follow-up to tell you about. The Kittens are turning on Doja Cat now. Following Doja Cat's Twitter rant, where if you missed it, she criticized her own fans. Well, that cost her. She has now lost more than 250,000 followers on Instagram. Now, she has deleted those comments, but the Kittens don't seem to be forgetting. Yeah, you can't. It's kind of like the Miranda Lambert thing, no matter where you are on that. And I have been very clear how I feel. I just felt bad for the people around the women taking selfies. I don't really care about Miranda, but you can't attack your fans, you know?
No, you can't tell them to get a job. You're a loser for liking me.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And you made the best point ever yesterday. If you missed the show yesterday, she said that she doesn't like her fans dressing up like cats and calling themselves kittens.
Yeah.
This is coming from a woman who?
Named Doja Cat, who dresses up like a cat, who answers questions sometimes going, meow.
Yes! You can't be shocked that if you dress up like a cat, you can't be shocked that people come to your concerts with like catnip and toys and climbing towers and, you know.
Like playthings, you
meow
know.
mix. Yeah. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah. If one of her fans just brought a giant cat climbing tower to her concert. Next, we have another follow-up to tell you about. This one relates to Ariana Grande Latte's new romance with SpongeBob.
What?
Yeah, Ariana's new BF, Ethan Slater, allegedly, listen to this, you guys. Okay, that's him right there, okay? Allegedly, he told his wife just like 2 days before the news broke that he was with Ariana and said he wanted a divorce. According to Us Weekly, the revelation came, as a shock to SpongeBob's wife. Ethan and his wife celebrated 10 years last November, just a month before he left to shoot Wicked. And on that set, that's where he met Grande Latte. And boop, 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 boop. And I don't even know, I don't know what boop, boop, boop means, but anyway, yeah.
Allegedly, whoop, boop, boop, boop,
But
you know?
It's like 2 months, and then it's out in the public. She should maybe be your first phone call.
And I don't even know what would you do? You'd be like, oh, thanks so much, honey. Oh, and who is it? It's Ariana Grande.
Yeah, it's bad enough that you're being left at all, but then you're being left for Ariana Grande.
Okay.
That would sting just a
Honey,
little.
get all the money.
Money. Take SpongeBob to squeeze that sponge, girl. Squeeze that sponge.
Bring them dry.
Yeah, exactly. We have such a good show. Go get some food. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Coming up in just a little bit, what happens when Kendall decides to send the Jason Show crew to baby class? Who was the head of the class and who flunked out? And we're going into the studio audience to find out what is driving them crazy today. That and more when the Jason Show continues. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Well, we're all really excited around here for Kendall to welcome a baby later this summer. When do you do, Kendall? September?
For a while.
Yeah, for a while, yeah. Unfortunately, the Jason Show staff won't be much help to Kendall, since most of us are not parents. So that's why Kendall thought, hey, I know what I'll do. I'll sign all of you up for a baby class at Ama Parenting, where we learned everything from how to hold a baby, we didn't even know how to do that, to how to put a diaper on one. Now, let's just say, and this is, I just found this out, this is gonna be a trilogy. It's like New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Baby. Let's just say for part 1, some of us, I haven't seen this, we're better than others, look. We're comparing our babies, and all babies are beautiful. I'm just gonna say that for the sake of television, but some of these baby dolls aren't quite as beautiful. Ted's looks slightly like it's getting ready to tie him on the floor and Gulliver travels his ass. I think mine is the most beautiful. But now let's get to Jeff's. Jeff's looks like he's moments from going into the cornfield to meet with Malachi.
He wants you too,
And then there's Mason's. We're not quite sure what Mason's baby's thinking about. Probably chicken fingers. That's me as a baby. Abigail's is pretty too. Now, the eyes are a little weird, but all in all, we have a good selection of babies in which to learn how to take care of a baby like Kendall's getting ready to. Ted, what are you doing?
If it was a baby beauty pageant, who would win?
Mine, then Abigail's, then Ted's.
Would I get Miss Congeniality?
You would talent. You act like we're normal. We just told Jody, our teacher here at AMA, just act like we're normal, like you're teaching a normal class. But instead of a 2.5-hour class, we're pushing for a good 15, 17 minutes. This one has to nap. He's been up since 2 o'clock in the morning.
Is yours like hailing a cab as well?
Okay, Jody, we're ready.
Welcome to AMA, everyone. We're gonna go through Newborn 101. So we know how to hold the baby, right? So for the whole class, we're pretending that the baby is real.
I guess I shouldn't do that, Jody.
Let's talk about how do we pick up a baby. All of you have a baby in front of you. What am I gonna pay attention to if I'm picking this baby up?
The neck.
Yes, yes.
The head.
Okay, the head, all right. So newborns come to us with heavy heads and weak neck muscle. If we are going to pick them up, we're picking them up underneath the head and the neck. All right, do this with me, you guys.
Oh wait, I'm doing it on Ted.
We're gonna kind of hold them up here like a little shoulder nugget. That's what I call it.
Oh, a shoulder nugget.
We're gonna bring the baby into baby neutral. That's what this is in front of us right here.
This is baby neutral?
Baby neutral.
I don't think that's the right way.
Babies love to be right next to you like this. You can kiss the top of their head, then you know they're in a really great position there. So some babies like to be cradled like this. Some babies like to lay on their side. You're gonna roll them onto their side.
Oh, see, this is what scares me. Oh, this scares me. This scares me.
There you go. And then right along the jawline here.
You're natural, Jason.
You're gonna switch this arm out and just kind of right between the legs, and their head is gonna be supported.
Oh.
You got it. You got it. You got it. Perfect. All right. A lot of babies love to be on their side, stomach like this. And yes, you can have them out like this and like get really strong biceps, right?
Like this?
Yes, absolutely. Some
Really?
babies love that. Yes. Especially itty bitties, they love that.
Really? That seems scary.
There you go.
So
All
this
right.
is normal?
When you're starting. Yep. What helps our necks get stronger? Do you know this, you guys?
Cheez-Its.
Breast milk.
Milk. Breast milk.
Talking.
Okay, it starts with a T.
Tummy time.
Got it. Tummy time. There you go.
Tummy time?
What you would do with a real live baby, you would say, it's tummy time. And then you would actually put them down like this. So rolling over, yep, onto their side and all the way here. And then we kind of rock them back and forth. And most babies will just kind of start doing that. There you go. Right? And you kind of roll them over. Now, a real baby is not going to do this with their arm, right?
Okay.
Like that. And then you
Hold on,
continue
you don't
to
pause
roll.
class if he drops a baby.
Let's just keep going. I'm assuming you're going to edit that in whatever way you want to do that.
Okay. Oh, Kendall joins me now. Are you horrified?
Oh my God, don't worry. You're not going to see Uncle Jason without me. It's fine.
No, I know the Addie, our social media director, looked like Macaulay Culkin when I turned the baby's head quickly. Now that was made more dramatic by photographer Eric, who added a cracking sound. But what had happened was my baby's head wouldn't turn. It wasn't. No, everyone.
It doesn't want to turn its head. You just leave it.
No. But everyone else's doll's head turned except mine, and she needed it to go on the side, so I just went like that.
Oh
so
my God.
I'm just.
Jason.
What?
You can't do that. Remember the part where she's like, pretend it's a real baby?
Yeah. Well, no, I just needed it visually to look that way.
Oh my
so
God.
yeah.
I'm too traumatized. There's 2 more parts?
There's 2 more parts. Yeah. We learned how to swaddle, and then we learned the diapering, which I will tell you, one of the babies for the diapering looked like a Chipotle burrito.
Great.
I don't know what configuration we had the wrap. Or not the wrap.
The wrap? The swaddle?
The tortilla, but I mean the swaddle cloth.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it. Don't worry, I won't ever ask to babysit. I promise. Yeah, we're not done yet. In part 2, like I said, we attempt diapering and more. To learn about the parenting classes available, and let me tell you, go support them because they really put up with us. Go to amaparenting.com. We'll be right back. Back after this.
No, don't touch my baby.
Oh, God. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. The truth of the matter is, I really do try to be as positive as I can on the show. I'm snarky sometimes, but because there are just little things in life that bug us all. This isn't about the big things, because Lord knows there are big problems in the world. This is all about the little ones, and we need to get them off our chest in a segment we call What's Driving You Crazy Today. So, now, let's start. Where's Tracy? Where's Tracy? Come on up. Give it up for Tracy, everybody. Come on over here, Tracy. You look lovely.
I'm chewing gum.
It's all right, just like Julia Roberts. You're chewing gum, yeah. What drives you crazy? You are real stylish. Can I just give you a compliment? Yeah, you look nice. Anyway.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Okay.
Okay, I think a problem that needs to be addressed is the zipper merge. Right?
Explain it, because for people in Seattle and Chicago don't have to deal with the horror that we deal with here in the
Right?
Yes.
It's extremely frustrating, I feel, for all of us. If there are 3 lanes that need to merge into 2, you're supposed to wait until the very last moment. Use that last lane until there's no lane left.
Thank you. Yes!
Right? And then you politely let the people merge.
Yes!
And you don't honk at them, and you don't try and run them off the road. You don't give them the finger.
You don't give them the finger. You don't move your car. No. What I hate, too, is when people move their car to block the lane.
Right?
You're not doing, you know what you're doing?
So rude.
You're not really helping the traffic at all.
Counterproductive.
Counterproductive. Stop it, Minnesota. Stop it. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. Give it up for Tracy, everyone. Where's Camille? Camille, come here, Camille. Come down here with me. Give it up. It's my buddy Camille. Okay, what's driving you crazy?
So oftentimes people want to make their own decisions in life, but we have expectations. So when you want to live for who you are and be who you are, and you don't know exactly who you are, what do? So we watch TV, we have fans, we have, Britney Spears, for crying out loud. But her life's been turned around, Justin Bieber. So we look to people who are famous not only for their fame, but just the message they send, the joy they give, and the dreams they make come true. I had the privilege of meeting Will Smith, and I didn't realize a small girl from Minnesota could do that. But one thing he said, he was like, with greatness comes expectation and responsibility. So I just get a little irritated when people don't know that they're able to be their own best friend and their own superstar by themselves.
Oh my goodness! I love you!
High five!
High five on that! I mean, for heaven's sake, that was good. Because I had a really dumb one, and now I feel bad. I'm still gonna say it though, but yeah. Okay, this goes with the zipper merge. This is one of my big, no. And you'll be with me on this one. This is what drives me crazy. I hate people who litter. I absolutely, if you want to see me enraged, people that don't zipper merge, people that drive slow in the left passing lane, And we were celebrating my father-in-law's birthday. And we were walking to Target Field. And right in front of me were 3 people eating like a Lunchable and one of those Campbell's soup to go. And the guy of the group, literally audience, he drank it and threw it right on the ground. And I, like right in front of me, and I thought, and Colin looked at me and goes, because he knows me, he goes, don't say anything, don't confront him. So please don't litter. How were you raised? There's a garbage can everywhere. Put the trash in the trash can. Let's do one more. Where's Jeff? Come on, Jeff, come over here. Jeff and I were bonding over girlfriends a little bit ago. Yeah, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
That's right. Way to go, twins.
Thanks.
I like that. What's driving you crazy, buddy?
My problem is people are perpetually late.
Thank you. Say it for the people in the back, or there's really no one back here, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I worked for the newspaper, the Twin Cities, and my people are late all the time, not just once in a while.
Perpetually late.
Yes.
And don't you know, I heard this once, when people are habitually late, it means that they feel like their time is more valuable than yours.
Exactly.
Yes, that's a good one. Thank you, buddy. A good one to end. Okay, I lied. I hate that too. I worked for someone one time who I had to schedule them for things, and she was always 20 minutes late. So I started lying to her and telling her that she had to be someplace. Yeah, if I needed her to be someplace at 1, I would be like, I need you at 12:30. She was never late again. Okay, where's Nancy? Nancy, come on over. You get the last one, my friend. Hi, Nancy.
Hi.
You match our set. Thank you for that.
you.
Yes. What's driving you crazy?
Something with driving.
Oh, good.
There's nobody behind you, but somebody insists on cutting in front of you. Instead of waiting, pull in behind me. That drives me nuts.
That's a good one. Thank you, Nancy. I like the traffic ones. I love them. Thank you so much. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're staying with our audience. Remember I said at the top of the show, we're going to play a game, and somebody is going to be the new producer of The Jason Show. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. We canceled the game because Ted decided to stay. I'm just joking, no. We all have the occasional regret in life, but imagine if your regret could be seen forever. What do I mean? Well, that's the case for some Hollywood stars with movies they would like to erase from their IMDb page. JustJared.com put out a list, and we like a good list, this week of roles that actors regret. And we thought it would be fun to go through a few of them because you'll know all these. First up, Sandra Bullock. She's an Oscar winner, but there's one movie that she is very embarrassed by. Which one? Speed 2 Cruise Control. Yeah. It was the sequel to the first Speed, which was a huge hit. Remember, she was in with that with Keanu Reeves. Well, Keanu Reeves was smart. He read the script and knew how bad it was. He passed, leaving Sandy alone with the new co-star Jason Patric. She says the movie about a slow boat slowly going toward an island makes no sense at all for a movie called Speed. Yes, it was one of the worst examples of a cash grab from Hollywood. Mm-hmm. Speed was so huge, you're like, let's do this again. Yeah. You can't repeat that bit. You can't. This next one might be surprising. The late Christopher Plummer starred in countless movies, and he regrets one of his most famous ones, The Sound of Music.
What?
Christopher once told a newspaper he disliked almost every aspect of the movie except for working with Julie Andrews. He said the movie was, quote, so awful and sentimental and gooey, even calling it The Sound of Mucus.
What?
Wow.
That's a beloved film.
Now, look, they did a reunion on Opes, and he had a much different opinion about it at that point. But, I mean, you kind of have to accept, I don't like when actors don't appreciate the role that they're known for. Mr. Plummer did a lot of other roles, but let's be honest, people love him for Sound of Music. Be appreciative, that the public likes you for one thing. Next up, in a list of movie role stars regret, Michelle Pfeiffer. She says she hated one of her first movies, which actually then became a cult hit. Which one? The this one. Thank you. Grease 2, that's right.
Is that a dancing nun?
I mean, what's better than a dancing nun? I mean, really. That's Michelle and her co-stars for Grease 2. The sequel featured a song about going bowling and was considered a bomb back in the day. But Michelle says it has a passionate following now. Oh, it does. People love this movie. It had Maxwell Caulfield in it, who Lorna Luft was in it. That's right. Judy Garland's daughter. Yeah.
I have never heard of Grease 2.
Leave the set immediately.
Oh, like you like that movie?
I do like Grease 2. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. Oh, don't be judgy, Jenny, when you haven't even seen it. Next up, Halle Berry was fresh off winning an Oscar when she took a role that she would regret for the rest of her life. Catwoman. That's right. Halle played the purring baddie in the film, let me not call it a film, movie, only to go on and win the Razzie for Worst Performance of the Year. She actually attended the Razzie Awards, thanking the studio for casting her in an awful movie. I will say, I was reviewing movies at this point for this station, for Channel 9, and I remember 4 to 5 media people walked out of this movie. It was it is one of the worst movies ever made. It really is.
Her costume's pretty cool, though.
The costume's great, but the movie was trash. Now the last star to regret a movie, 2-time Oscar winner Sally Field. She has a long resume, but wants to forget one, and you actually might be surprised which one. Her role as Aunt May in The Amazing Spider-Man, with Andrew Garfield in 2012. She once told Howard Stern it wasn't her kind of movie and only did it as a favor for her friend who produced the movie. She was really good in that. I thought she was a really good Aunt May.
That would not be a movie I would regret. That just seems odd.
Yeah.
You know, like it was really popular. Nobody didn't like her character.
I mean, no offense to Sally, but she's made other more horrible movies.
Don't you dare say Mrs. Doubtfire.
No, Mrs. Doubtfire is wonderful, and she's in Steel Magnolias. I'm fine, yeah.
Okay.
Other regrets, George Clooney regrets Batman and Robin, and Ben Affleck regrets Daredevil. Yeah, Daredevil, that was a heaping pile of garbage. We're going to take a break, wrapping things up when we return. Back in a moment, everybody. You can see that list on Just Jared. Woo! Thank you for being here. Okay, it's time for the world's shortest segment. Stars of an iconic 80s movie reunite on the red carpet last night. Michael J. Fox, Leah Thompson, and Christopher Lloyd all attending the opening night for Back to the Future, the musical, in the Big Apple. They were joined by the director, Robert Zemeckis, director of the movie, and the cast of the show. The musical first played on London's West End, winning Best New Musical. It features new music along with some classics from the 1985 blockbuster. We'll be right back. Back after this. And here we go. Well, you know how this works. We don't know what's in this final segment until we read it. Right now, it's time for the surprise goodbye. Today, forget bad airplane food. Passengers on one recent flight got a special treat. It happened on a British Airways flight from the Bahamas to London. Instead of the usual food, passengers all got KFC chicken.
No.
Yeah. Before the flight, crew members discovered the plane's food wasn't properly chilled, so it all had to be thrown away. Getting new catering would have caused a major delay, so they ordered a bunch of buckets of chicken and handed it out to passengers. I mean, seriously, some extra crispy on a flight, I would not turn that down.
Some people have all the luck.
Yeah, I know. I would love. Wouldn't that be great? That's like the announcement you want to hear over the loudspeaker.
Sorry,
there will
no
be
pretzels,
there are no tiny, because those tiny bags of Sun Chips. Can we just talk about driving me crazy?
Yeah.
Dear, thank you. Everyone's in agreement. Dear airline companies, can you just give us a full-size sun chip, really?
Please.
Because the bag is this big, and then the sun chip is this big. Just give us, we pay a lot, give us a full-size sun chip. Thank you. Tomorrow, Wine Diva Leslie, I'm glad I could help you guys. Leslie Miller is back. She's talking wine country travel etiquette. That and more tomorrow. But right now, if you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.